Well, we got our part into our truck last night. I haven't put it in yet. I got this yard almost situated. Planted a bunch of grass seed, been watering like that old guy. Cleaned all this up. This was a complete mess over here. I bet I burned 20 wheelbarrows of leaves in this corner. This corner has just always been kind of a nightmare to deal with all the sticks and all the leaves and stuff that fall over here. And we've never really got it down clean as this. It's always had like a mat of leaves. I gotta come in here and cut like a bunch of these. I can't hit that with a lawnmower, basically. But almost got all the dirt spread out. I'm probably gonna take the rest of that dirt, and Mike let us use his tractor, and I was gonna come in here and try to clean up when we had it on his tractor when we pulled that fence post out, and ended up sinking over here. I was like, I'm not gonna mess with that then. Take that dirt and fill in these ruts. I ended up planting 2 different types of grass seed. One was for the shade, one was for the sun. But I went ahead and spread the sun seed in with the grass seed, so if it did take, it would work. As you can see, we got some little sproutlets coming up now. Kitty, you're gonna get wet. The sprinkler's coming. Oh yeah, definitely, like right here in these patches. Look at this. Oh yeah. Well, stop walking in front of me. Yeah, we got some grass coming up. Oh. I bought a dethatcher machine that'll be in today. And I want to dethatch the yards and overseed it. I mean, you can see it's pretty bad. I mean, the front isn't as bad as the back. Probably gonna do some kind of beds around the trees. I don't think I'll ever get anything to grow over there. They did a pretty crappy job coming through here. I mean, I hate that. I know that it needed to be done because the dirt was like pretty much up above the pipe. I just wish they could have cleaned up these edges better. They just came in here with a little mini excavator. I mean, you can see it's all kind of crazy looking. Sure has been nice being home to be able to work on stuff like this. Well, that part came in. I'm hoping that see you feed one cat and a whole bunch of other cats show up. Like, that's not our cat, that's not our cat. I mean, I guess we basically consider this orange cat, and there's a calico cat up there that, I mean, we've basically been feeding, but truck's still tore down. I haven't been able to move it into the driveway to give it another bath. But the part came in. I'm hoping that they actually have in here what they had to do to fix it. I can't remember how much it all ended up being, but I think I mentioned it before. We'll get this box cut open, get this thing back installed, and we'll see if they put in here what was wrong with it. Crap, I forgot I was going around turning on all the sprinklers. Yeah, we got I got some grass popping up back here too. Look at this. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but there is I'd say this part's doing the best. I'm trying to get it to where all these dirt spots still burning stuff. I've been putting grass seed down through here. The dogs come out in the yard and then they drag all this dirt in the house. This part isn't doing as good, man. It looks like all this I've tried to plant grass down through here before, and I used a different grass this time. I'm planting a Bermuda now. I don't know what the grass seed was I planted before, but it doesn't look like this is doing that good. I'm gonna have to come in here and thatch all this out, I think. And I did the over here by the garage much later, so it ain't gonna have anything growing yet. And then I've just been cleaning everything up. Been working a lot on this garage. Went around, I found some floor paint, and I went around and I painted all the tops of all my workbenches here. Painted the top, but Dad gave me this when he sold his house a couple years ago, so I went ahead and painted the top. That way when I spill something on it, it's easier to wipe up and the wood's not absorbing it. Still got a lot to do with cleaning that back section there. I got to figure out something with that section. Most of that's like RC cars. I don't know if you guys know, but I was into RC cars pretty hard. I've probably got 20 different RC cars stacked back in there. And we cleaned up the Mustang, and I cleaned up this side. Got my fuel injectors back. So I had 2 sets of fuel injectors. One of the sets was good. The other set had 2 bad injectors. So I went ahead and had them clean both sets. We got 1 set back in. Oh yeah, see, you can see I don't know if I took any before pictures of what. It was just basically plywood. And anytime that I would spill something or anything like that, it would just kind of absorb it. So, just been working my butt off around this house. Alright, let me get all these sprinklers turned on, and then I'm going to put that part in. Still lots to do around here. Still lots to do. Alright. Oh, I got the battery charged on this thing too. Let me show you guys the lights going up and down. Whee! Look at that. Sweet. Alright. Let's unbox this thing. This is from Circuit Board Medics is the name. They're not a sponsor. I got 0 discount on this. They don't even know who I am. I just sent this thing out. I wanted to get it repaired. Oh, by the way, I mentioned that the Bendex thing never worked, and we kept getting those errors on the dash. The company that I had clean the filters never plugged my Bendex stuff back in. I can't be the only one that has bad luck with these shops. It's crazy. Absolutely nuts, the professionalism of these shops. Alright. Here she is. Man, I really hope they put a note in here. I don't know if they just I don't know how they repair this. I think there's a little circuit board in this thing. This might just be the receipt. Thank you for using our repair service. Thank you for using our repair service. Contact us with any questions. So it was $499, and then I think it was like 50 bucks shipping. Oh, it's $543.64, and it doesn't say what they did. But there's a little circuit board in this part. I don't know. That's kind of a bummer. Maybe they just put a new circuit board in it. I have no idea. I'm hoping now that I don't know what the Bendix thing would have anything to do with why the computer won't read the truck anymore. But I'm hoping. I didn't want to plug the computer in too without this plugged in, and it caused issues as well. So I'm gonna get this installed back. We'll plug the computer and see if the computer reads the truck again. Like I said, it would clear the codes, but it wouldn't tell me what codes it was clearing. So let's get this put in. I've been burning leaves for 2 days. It's got my nose and my nostrils all messed up. I don't know how much I talked about it, or if I'm going to put it on my channel or Lita's channel, but we took Lita's car to the to a car show at the South Georgia Motorsports Park. It was a lot of fun. She enjoyed it. We ended up getting there a little later than what it started. And I think what happened is I think a lot of people voted before all the cars were there. Because there was a Volkswagen that pulled in that should have won something. It was immaculate. And it was an older lady driving it. She was like all like dressed up like the 60s or 70s. It was awesome. I think like a couple of Chargers end up winning. Like who's voting on these cars?
I demand a recount.
1 for Martin, 2 for Martin.
Pretty much whoever brings the most friends. But we didn't even get to vote. Like, they said voting was going to close at 9 o'clock, but then they ended up announcing the winner at 8:30. It's like, we wanted to make sure all the cars got there before we put our vote in, because the Volkswagen showed up late, and then after that, like, a bunch of Ford Broncos showed up really late. Yeah, I wonder if they've replaced or repaired this thing before. Somebody definitely had these screws all marred up. I don't know. Let me finish throwing this thing back together. And then I can get my truck into the driveway. I need to show you guys what our radiator looks like since we were running those containers for 2 weeks. It is just like packed full of grass. So I'm going to get it out there, and then I'm going to shop back the radiator out real good. And then we need to pressure wash this. Like, the engine is so dirty and dusty and gross. Alright, let me put this thing in. Alright, getting the Bendix fixed and getting this fixed did not fix the computer not being able to read the truck. I've tried to do updates on this thing multiple times, and I was playing around with it a little bit more, and I finally got it to work. So there's 2 different updates on this thing that you need to worry about. You've got the updates for the different types of trucks or transmissions or whatever you're trying to read with the computer. Like the Allison, Bosch, Caterpillar, blah, 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 all that. I'd already done that. I thought that was it. But if you go into settings, there's another version update right down here. That, I didn't know I could even change that right there. That's where I needed my update. So now it is actually reading. I have a water and fuel indicator. That's because we took the water separator off and put the fuel pump on. And looks like I have a electronic throttle control actuator. Not responding. So I'll do a little bit of Googling on that, see what we can figure out with that, and then I cleared the codes before. So when I tried to read it a couple of minutes ago, I wouldn't read it, so I went ahead and cleared them. So more stuff might pop up as we drive, but I guess we'll see. Anyways, fantastic. We got the truck back together. I found two tires the size of our semi-trailer on Facebook Marketplace, used. Claims there's only like 200. Said something about, I think he uses them on his RV. He bought 2 tires from a roadside service like 200 miles ago, and then he came home and just bought all new tires for his RV. So he took the 2 tires off that he had just bought. Anyways, I'm getting 2 tires for $100 a piece with only like 100 miles on them. So, anyways, let me get this truck cleaned up. We can't go pick up the tires till like 4 o'clock. And then, I don't know if we're going to leave out this week or next week. I feel bad. I've been home pretty much this whole time. Mom got put in the hospital for salmonella poisoning. I went and seen her at the hospital once. Then it felt like I was getting sick from going to the hospital. So they released her and let her go home. And I've been trying not to go over there because I haven't been feeling great. But I need to get over there and see her before we leave out too. So, anyways, awesome. Computer's working again. All right, let me get this mess cleaned up, and see you guys later. All right, check it out. We went and got our new to us used tires. Found these on Facebook Marketplace. Sounds like the fuel pump running. Oh, I must have left my dang... I left my dang key on when I was running the computer. That's probably not good. Anyways, found these on Facebook Marketplace. $200 for 2 of them. Okay, he says they might not even have 200 miles on them. Look, they still have the little rubber thing. Sweet. Anyways, we got our little thatch motor, or our thatch machine. Put this thing together. If we got the daylight, I'll show you guys what this thing does. Man, I have been hooked on watching this guy on YouTube called Yard Bra on YouTube that basically just makes videos of him cutting his grass. I don't think I can carry this one-handed. Let me see if I grab my dolly here out from underneath of my motorcycle ramp. Maybe we can dolly. I think there's some parts we got to put together. This thing supposedly dethatches, and then it's got another set of blades on it that does something. I can't remember what they call that. Hey, what you think of that, cat? What are you doing on my car? Get off my car. Stupid cat. We'll get this thing to the garage. We'll get this thing put together. And I'll, if you guys are new to the whole... Man, I want nice green grass so bad. I mean, of course, we won't be here to enjoy it or to cut the grass, but I bought a bunch of new sprinklers and new hoses, and I got like timers to put on all the water hoses so it still gets watered when we're not here. Nate's just gonna have to do some mowing. Alright, check this out. It comes with two different dealios here. This is to like pull up all the old dead grass. And this is to like cut the roots and to it kind of aerates it, but not really. So this isn't a sponsored video, by the way. I bought all this with my own money. Honestly, I just did some research and picked the one that had the best reviews and could get to me the fastest. So I'm gonna tighten this down. It came with a bag too, but I want to run this thing without the bag to show you like how much stuff is actually hidden in your grass. It's crazy. Let me finish putting this thing back together, and we'll do that little patch in the front yard since I've already watered technically still water in the yard. And what you want to do is you want to cut your grass down really low before you do this. I ended up buying a bag for my push mower, but I didn't realize the bag that I bought didn't come with like the metal skeleton that's inside, so I'm gonna have to order a metal skeleton, and I'm gonna have to, when I mow from now on, I'm gonna start bagging instead of letting the old grass get down and like this is thatch right here that basically drowns out your grass and then makes it harder to grow. And then when you try to come in here and overseed, the seed doesn't go anywhere. What's up, kitty? We haven't even named this cat yet. She's been hanging out in the garage with me since I've been cleaning. Super friendly cat. I'm not a cat person, but that's a sweet cat, and the orange cat's a sweet cat. Yeah. What's going on? Huh? My battery's gonna die. Just been out here trying to straighten all this mess out, man. It's been a mess. There's our downhill bike. Haven't used it since Utah, obviously. There's a Sur-Ron sitting there. Nate rode it. It's got a flat tire now. Alright, let's get this thing down, put it together. Alright, again, this is not a sponsored video. I bought this with my own money. They had two different versions of this. I bought the bigger version. Bigger motor, wider. We already have a problem too. The shaft that goes around this back wheel right here is broken. Or I mean the plastic that goes around the shaft is broken, so that wheel wobbles like crazy and it drags. So I'm gonna have to contact them. It's got 3 different settings, height settings. This is for travel. The first 3 is for the thatch, and then I think the 4th is for that other thing. So we'll start it out on 2. We'll see what 2 does. That works real nice. That's nice there. You can see there's a lot of dead stuff. My camera's fixing to die too, so I am going to try to make this quick. Wish I had somebody out here to record me, but don't always get what you want. Alright. Give me our first little go here. Super hard to do with one hand. Alright, so there's like a safety button here. You have to push. Look at that. Look at all that dead stuff it brings up. That's crazy. We'll do another go right here. Now, I wonder how much of that would actually go in the bag. Let me grab my garden rake over here. We'll rake it up. We'll take a look at it here. Alright. Robert, is this a grass channel now? Yes, yes it is. I am so burnt out on the trucking content. I'm actually considering changing the name of the channel to something where I don't feel obligated to only really do trucking stuff, honestly. That's kind of why I don't really show any of the car stuff. It's, man, I'm just burnt out. Lita's been doing the editing here lately. And, look at all that dead stuff that it pulled out of that. We'll pull that off the side. We'll run it through another time here. Man, I've got 5% battery left. Hopefully I can make it through this. If not, we can pick this back up tomorrow. You know what it's like when you get a new toy, though. You want to come out here and try it out. Ryobi makes a battery-powered one, but it's like $600. And I think my yard's probably too big for it. I think it probably needs to be dropped down to number 3 as well. I think that would help. Let me get this raked up. We'll see if the battery lasts. All right, look how much dead stuff it pulled out of that grass. In just this little area here. That is wild. What I'll probably do is tomorrow mow the backyard on that side over there where I haven't seeded, and we'll run this thing through over there. I mean, you can see there's still a decent amount. It probably needs to get dropped down one more level, and then I'd love to get the whole yard seeded. That way when we go back out on the road and we come home, it's nice and grassy. I mean, I've got seed down in these bare spots. It's kind of hard to tell what seed to use here because we get a lot of shade, and depending on the type of grass. I bought Bermuda, which is like 8+ hours of sun a day. That's out here. And then I've mixed some Bermuda in with, I don't know what the other grass seed is. And you can see, I didn't do a very good job of like cleaning up this area. I mean, it could be worse, I guess. Kind of got in a hurry. I'm a 90%er, man. I like to do everything about 90%. Like we painted the house a long time ago, and we got it about to 90%, and that's where it stayed. I don't know if I ever finished painting these very tip-top eaves. I think that's still green. I could be wrong. I could have painted that. No, it's still green. See how it's black and then it goes green up there? I'm a 90%er. Anyways, let me get this thing charged. We'll pick this back up tomorrow. Hey, kitty. This cat just follows me around all day. Huh, kitty? I've been using a, good morning, by the way, it's the next day. Been using a 50-50 mix of a layer style feed and then some cracked corn. Because chicken feed's gone up a lot. We used to spend like $13 on our layer feed. Now it's like 18 bucks, which doesn't seem like a lot, but hey. And then I think the cracked corn is about 13 bucks. So instead of buying 2 bags of layer, which these god dang chickens haven't really been laying that much. Some of you girls are slacking. Huh? They're mad at me because I haven't been letting them out because we seeded the grass. I didn't want them out here eating the grass seed. You guys are gonna have to get back. I gotta fix this door. It's kind of jacked. All right. I love having chickens. I wish I had the balls to actually kill them so we could eat some. Got to get them away from the door here. You get back. Hey. Get out of there. Get out of there. Look at that. 3 eggs. And one laid an egg out in the middle of nowhere. What are you girls doing? We're down to 1 rooster. We only have 1 rooster left, and it's that guy right there. So he's having a heck of a time with these girls. Watch out. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Look at you. Look at you. I need some type of better feeding system. Huh. If you guys will scoot over, I can feed you. Alright. Golly, why are you guys laying an egg out in the middle of nowhere? Look at that. Look at all this pine straw on my roof. I have to do something about that because it's starting to weigh this roof down. My plan was I was gonna metal sheet all this one day, but golly, everything has just gotten so expensive. And then they lay back here. They don't even lay in the nesting boxes. They lay on the ground. Alright. Girls need to get to work. I need some more. Oh no, I locked myself in again. My string broke off of the thing. Oh, the string's still there. Somebody just pulled it through. Oh, there's spiders in that hole. There we go. All right. Got to get the truck washed today. Looks like it's gonna rain. Need to show you guys that. Hello, kitty. Need to show you guys that how clogged that radiator is. Throw some sprinklers on. We got to move the Kenworth out, and I got to show you guys that radiator. How packed with the grass it is. What's up, girl? Let's throw this one on. I want my front yard to look the best, obviously. What? Yeah. Are you hungry? Move this Ford out so I can pull the Kenworth onto the driveway. Gosh, I don't know if I mean, I'm sure I've mentioned it, but I want to widen this driveway one day. And I want to take the concrete all the way back to the shops back there. Have all this concrete right here. But everything's just so dang expensive. I don't know how people are building anything right now. Been a while since you guys been in this truck, huh? Old girl. The OG truck. I'm hoping I'm here when they come to fix everybody's driveway. And I can slip them some money to widen mine. And that'll save me a lot of money right there. Still got to get rid of that last dirt pile there. Getting Nate to help me is like pulling teeth. That kid's worthless. But I guess I'm just going to take the rest of that dirt pile there and fill in back there where we got that tractor stuck that day. She's coming together. She'll be there one day. I hate it. This used to be all nice and green. And they messed it up. See if I can show you guys this, how bad this... Oh no, one of the cats killed a bird. How dirty this girl is from that Bitcoin job we did. I mean, look how dusty that is. Look at that. The AC would get wet, and then everything would stick to that. And then the front of this radiator, look at all that grass. I don't want to pressure wash that. I'm going to probably get in there with a shop vac and see if I can suck all that out so we don't push it deeper into the radiator. Alright, let's get the KW pulled out. I don't know what to do with the Mac. I mean, we bought that wiring harness for $2,000. Injectors are over $3,000. Truck isn't even worth $5,000. That's why I'm really hesitant to do anything with that thing right now. Yeah, shoot, I don't know what to do. Let me move my toolboxes and stuff. I fixed the radiator on this. I thought I could just take the torch and heat that solder up on that on the radiator that we put on there with the torch, and I heated and heated and heated, and that stuff would not melt again. So, because I wanted to just melt it off and let it drip off, and I was going to TIG weld it. I couldn't get it to melt off. So I took a grinder and I ground some down, cleaned it up real good, and I used some more of that solder stuff. So I think what happens is when this thing's running and the truck's running, I feel like the truck puts too much pressure on that radiator and it cracks that thing. All right, unplug this thing, we'll get it pulled out in the driveway, and we'll get her cleaned up. All right. Let me get this girl cleaned up. Well, she's not perfect, but she is a little better than she was. It's really stuck in there. It's really stuck in there. Look, we got some bugs up there. I don't know. I want to get all this mud and stuff washed out of here. She is a dirty girl. All right. I gotta figure out a water hose. I got some new water hoses coming. All my water hoses are all old and got holes in them. It's a pain in the butt. I mean, the body's just dusty. I had just washed this thing when we took on that job. I should probably scrub these tires a little better though. Get some tire cleaner. Well, I guess that wasn't the fix. All right, good morning. We are gonna start looking for a load today. I got a lot done, man. It's been really nice. Look at that. This area got all dethatched. I reseeded this. I bought all new sprinklers. I bought a couple of new water hoses. And I've got timers now. I've got it set to come on for 10 minutes every 6 hours. I bought some of these little sprinklers where the hose could pass through. But the spigot that hose is running to is the only one that has enough water pressure to run 2 sprinklers at once. I didn't think my water pressure was bad, but look at that. I got rid of that. All the dirt piles are gone. I kind of wish I would have cut this down more. You can see there's kind of a hump here where this pile was. Get away from my coffee, kitty. And then there's kind of a dip here. So once the grass starts maturing, I'm going to start coming in here and slowly filling in with sand. What are you doing? Huh? Crazy cat. I got a little bit of grass coming in on that patch. This is being more stubborn. So I went and bought more shade grass seed. And I seeded up to... brought in a couple of wheelbarrows through here. So straight from that tree back, I might have sprayed a little bit that way, but whoever had this house before had plastic underneath all this, and I don't know if anything's going to grow under there, so I don't want to waste the grass seed. I mean, grass might grow on top of that plastic, but I got a stump over here. I need to, 2 stumps over here I need to get rid of, which is why I got that tractor stuck here that day. Yes, I bought more shade seed and spread it. I went ahead and spread the rest of my sunny seed. You can see the grass is coming up through here real nice. I'm excited to have a nice green lawn over here. It's never had grass over here. It's always kind of been like this. It was thick. It was thick with some leaves. I went ahead and it kind of sprayed over this way. Let's see, my property line is pretty much these trees. But you can see I've got some of my grass seed growing a little bit over here. I'm excited though. It's going to be nice. I'm going to have to figure out a sprinkler system though. I'll probably put in a sprinkler system myself. Because that sprinkler there doesn't quite reach all the way over here. I mean, I think it'll wet the ground enough to work for now, but hauled most of this back, this pile back by the chicken pen. I gotta go back there and see if they got any eggs. They only laid 2 eggs yesterday. It's been raining the last 2 days. Figures once I set up a sprinkler system, it's gonna start raining. The trip me and Lita took to Mom's house in the Fiero went great. Man, you hit a little bitty bump in that thing and it'll let you know. I mean, there's not much travel with this thing. It's crazy to look over and just be the shortest car on the road. I had Nate cut some trees down. We had some trees growing over top of the chicken pen there. I went ahead and opened up. We have a that dog pen next door that's what the chickens started out in, was that dog pen. Let's walk out here. We'll see if we got any eggs. And then we ended up building that chicken run. But then the first time Boss came, I was terrified of him, man. I'm like, that's a scary dog, man. He will be sleeping outside. I don't need him attacking my dogs. And I don't know. I think he slept out there for maybe 2 nights, and I was like, bring the dog in. Just keep an eye on him around the dogs. Come on, Chain. I need a better way of doing this fence here. Got a camera in my hand, a coffee under my arm, and I'm trying to hook my dang fence. But I hauled in there. It used to dip down real hard over here, and then it dipped down real hard close to this. So we've got, man, I bet I've hauled 30 wheelbarrows of dirt into this backyard, which is just wild. What's up, girls? What you guys doing? Oh, we got one sitting on the eggs. We had all kinds of pine straw and stuff on the roof here, and we took the leaf blower and blew it off. This roof of this chicken pen over here, we had completely covered in chicken wire. There seems to be a section missing, though. I don't know if a branch came through here and popped the hole up there. Maybe when I wasn't home. But we definitely have one missing. I don't know if we have any foxes or anything around here that'll eat these chickens, but hopefully not. They love getting in that chicken brooder. I bet there'll be some eggs in there shortly. I just opened this up for them the other day. It's kind of hard to see through the fence for you guys. Man, I've gotten so much done. I know my yard probably still looks like crap to a lot of you. But man, we had so much overgrowth. Just my kids doing a crappy job weed eating. And just erosion over the years. And just, man, it feels good to have this done. I mean, it feels good to have this garage clean. Of course, it's kind of a mess now. I gotta find somewhere. I usually keep this golf cart next to the RV. But there's some stuff in the way and I can't quite get the golf cart. Plus, it's not, I don't have it done yet. I'm thinking about tearing out this wall between the 2 shops. So, the only reason that's there, and I put these 2 doors here, is because I was planning on painting cars over here. Not for like a living, but like if my buddy needed a car painter or whatever. But we don't need that now because we have a, there's our blow up paint booth right there underneath here. So, and then I'm trying to get this thing running again. I don't want to put any fuel in it right now until we can actually take it out and take it to the tuner. And problem with that is there's a semi-truck in the way. We can't get out with that semi-truck in the way. So I've called some tree people for them to come out and see what they would charge me to cut these 2 trees down. Then we can kick that truck over. And then we can get through here with the RV. I feel bad. I've had this RV for, gosh. Dad gave me this RV for painting his car. And we haven't really used it yet. We used it during that hurricane once. I mean, it's all decorated with Lita stuff. And if you guys have never seen this thing, kind of dark in here right now, I guess. It's nice. Dad did a really good job fixing this thing up. You just can't go to a campground anymore. You can't just like show up at a campground and be like, hey, I'm camping today. It's like you have to like let them know like a year ahead of time that you're coming to camp. Because everybody's camping right now. Look at this. This grass is probably doing the best. I don't know if the camera's going to pick up on this, but there is some serious grass growing through here. This is definitely doing the best. Huh, kitty? I got some grass growing in this corner over here, too. I guess this side's over here is doing pretty good, too. Look at that. I don't know if this camera's going to pick up on it. Got some branches we got to burn now that were hanging over the chicken coop. It's been raining so much I can't burn it yet. Yeah, this is it's been a heck of a day, or a heck of a time home. Got the doggies here. What's up, girls? You want to go outside? I didn't let the...
I want to see that cat out there.
Don't bark at the kitty. Don't bark at the kitty. Don't bark at the kitty. They'll bark at the orange cat and the calico cat when they're on the other side of the fence, but then I'll let them over there to see the cats, and then the cats just love on. Actually, the calico cat won't, but the orange cat will love on them. What you think, fat butts? Mama's in here making breakfast. How you doing, gorgeous?
Okay.
Are you coming in, fat butts? Went out to get my camera to pull the footage off this thing, and I started talking.
Oh,
I know how you are. You just like to talk.
you like to talk.
Oh. Sometimes. I don't like when people call me. I don't want to talk on the phone. I can't stand it when I text somebody and then they call me. Alright, well, I'm going to go look for a load.
Okay.